Rays right-hander Ryan Pep. What's going on, brother?
What up? How we doing?
I'm good, man. Here at Amalie Arena, ahead of Game 5 tonight, suited and booted, like you know how I roll.
I do.
Yeah, how are things over there?
Things are good. We're gonna have the game going tonight in the clubhouse, so I'll be in between innings, running back and forth, checking it out.
Well, I've been in clubhouses before, and I just love the team Tampa Bay. What has it been like with everybody kind of following along what's going on?
It's been good. I've got a couple jerseys now. I wore my hat in today, ready to go support the team. Sent out a few good luck texts to some of the guys today, and that I've gotten close enough to, and excited to watch us win tonight, and then watch them win and keep it going.
Hell yeah, man. Let's talk about that road trip, man. You go 5-1 against Arizona and San Diego. That's, you go into a place where Arizona, man, that ball flies out of there. And then San Diego, how good they were at home. What was working so well as a collective unit there for you guys to be able to be so successful there on that West Coast trip?
I think we finally put together some really clean baseball front to end of games. I felt like early on we were in some games that were close, and a ball didn't fall our way. We finally had some results come our way. Some stuff go to guys, hard hit balls or soft hit balls fall, and kind of played some clean, full on 9-inning team baseball, and just let one win kind of catapult us into the next one. You said it, the ball does fly in Arizona, especially when they had the roof open. They had it open for all 3 games. So for us to come out, played 2 top-end teams in the NL West in the National League and come away with 5 out of 6. That's a pretty darn good road trip.
How are you feeling right now? You're getting 6 innings out there. I know you want to try to go as long as humanly possible. What's working well in your repertoire right now? How you feeling physically? Like, what's your mindset right now?
I'm feeling good. The whole repertoire is working. Got the slider going pretty good. Changeup's good. And, utilizing the fastball and trying to get guys off of it. Just trying to attack the zone, fill it up early, get guys ahead, and get in unpredictable counts rather than falling behind. And, guys know fastball's probably coming.
When you're talking about your pitches, is that something that is a start-to-start thing, a day-to-day thing? Is it like a weekly thing? Like, man, I didn't have my fastball in July, but the slider was working great. Like, how, I guess, fragile is that when it comes to what pitches are working versus which ones are not?
I think it's more of a day-to-day kind of thing.
Yeah.
You go out there and some days you're like, I know exactly where all 4 or 5 pitches are going. And then some days it's like, I have no idea where the ball is going when it's coming out of my hand. And then most starts, it's somewhere in between where, you have one where you know where it's going and one you might not have a feel for, but it's just utilizing the mixing speeds, mixing locations, and utilizing what you have that day and just going out there and grinding to the best of your abilities and just keeping the team engaged and keeping us in the ball game, giving us a chance to win and trying to take down 6, 7 a night.
How does that conversation go? Is that with the catcher? Is that with Kyle Snyder? Like, let's say like your game plan is to go, I'm going heavy slider here today, and you're just like, I don't have a feel at all. Like, at what point does the game plan change a little bit? Do you try to give it an inning or so to see, like, all right, it wasn't working here? Like, how does that conversation go where you're like, hey, I know our game plan going into this was slider heavy, but we got to start working a different pitch here?
I think it's first inning, you kind of figure some things out. The game kind of dictates itself. The other team will kind of dictate things as well, right. Seeing how they're swinging, how they're kind of changing the attack. You have a game plan going into it, but a couple of them have changed. Like Boston, they're pretty passive when it comes to the first couple pitches of an at-bat, and they came out just absolutely hacking when I was going out there. So, you change things, and Danny and Ben and I and Snides, we have a really good relationship to where they know kind of throughout how the warm-up goes. They know where the pitches are at, and then as the first inning goes on, they're like, okay, I can lean heavily on this, or maybe we shy away from it. But we're never going to, maybe I don't have the feel for the slider that day, it's not that we're not going to ever throw it. So we're going to pick and choose the time slots to use it and to just kind of change the speeds, change the eye level, change the looks just to get guys off balance.
Who on the staff, whether it's in the starting staff or the bullpen, has that one pitch that makes everybody go, holy, like I think about like Mariano's cutter and, Maddox's 2-seam and Pedro's changeup. Like there's that one pitch where everybody looks and go watch that. What's that? Who has that one? Is there one pitch on the staff for any pitcher that you guys look at and go, oh my God, I can't believe what that does?
I'm gonna go with two from the bullpen, and it's both of our lefties in the bullpen. Everyone loves Mason Montgomery's fastball. I mean, he's throwing in 99 to 102 this year, and he's throwing with 20 inches of carry, and everyone's like, "How do you even hit that ball?" And then Clevenger's sweeper, and I forget who it was. I think it might have been Jazz Chisholm against the Yankees when they were here in town.
Right.
He threw it out to like 25 horizontal, which is starting basically at him and ending up off the plate.
Right.
And you're just sitting out there, especially at home. We have the metrics out there, so you can see it, and you're like, kind of baseball nerding in the dugout, like, geez, how does one throw that? And you're like, whenever somebody on the other team throws a spiked ball or whatever, everyone kind of jokes and you see how you hold that. But really, when he throws that, I'm like, how do you hold that? Because I want to throw that, but I mean, we don't throw from the same arm slot. Obviously, he's left-handed, and if I tried to do that, it wouldn't work. But I mean, that's why every pitcher is different. They have their arm angles, their actions, how they go about things, and you try to pick and choose things, but only certain things work in people's arsenals.
Yeah, we've seen it in the past with the Rays pitchers, with a Kevin Kelly or a Chaz Rowe or Chad Bradford back in the day. Like, you get these unbelievable sweepers, these guys out of the bullpen. You're like, what the hell? I don't understand how these things happen. It's really, really fun to watch, to be able to see them do their thing. What is it like to be on a team with a guy like Chandler Simpson, who I think already is one of the most exciting players to ever put on a Tampa Bay Rays uniform? This guy, it's must-watch TV because you don't know what's going to happen. And I love Pep that he's a guy that it's not a big old swing, man. He's going to go old school, like, I'm going to half swing and run. Good luck trying to get me. What is it like being on a team with a guy that exciting?
He's a spark plug, kind of like a little hot rod. I mean, it's exciting, and I'm happy he's on my team because you got to think about it. The amount of speed and the bat to ball skill, he doesn't swing and miss a whole lot. He's just going to try to slap a single or get a double and just run. I mean, a single is basically a double for him because he's going to steal second base. Walks are basically a double, the same thing. And having that kind of an impact with the speed and getting him on base is massive because, I mean, think if we go back to the last home set or even against Arizona, Brandon Pfaadt had him on first base, and next 5 or 6 pitches were nowhere near as good as what he had been earlier in the start, just because he was so worried about Chandler at first base. And I mean, Chandler's the kind of guy where if he's on first base, he's taking second, and you're trying to, as a pitcher, you're trying to get the guys that only steal like 10 bases a year. You're trying to hold them. The guys who are getting 30, 40 plus, they're going to get their bags, and you're just trying to keep them close and give your catchers a slight chance. It's the guys who don't really steal, but having that kind of an impact, that's massive. And he's going out there and playing an unbelievable center field, tracking balls down. The Machado home run rob was unbelievable. He almost had a sweet diving catch, and I couldn't believe he even got close enough to dive for it when Tyler Wade hit that one at him. But, you love to see that kind of effort and what he's brought. I mean, he keeps his head down. He works hard, knows his role, knows his strengths, and he's not going out there trying to hit home runs. He's going out there trying to get on base and swipe bags and play solid defense.
What is that like on the bench? Like when that guy's on your team? Because at the end of the day, like, you're ball players, but you're fans too, right? Like, you love the game. What is it like to be with your guys and you're just like chopping it up and you're just laughing and you're pointing and you're going, I can't believe that guy just did that?
I think one of the funnier ones was when we were in San Diego. Chandler got on base and Machado just started smacking him. And he's like, dude, stop running. You're too fast. Like, this isn't fair. It's not even allowed. But it's must-watch stuff when he gets on base. I mean, I go back to when I did my rehab start last year in AA in Montgomery. He walks the first batter of the game, and all the guys in the dugout were like, hey, how many pitches do you think before he steals second? I was like, I mean, there's a lefty on the mound, probably going to see one at least, and then probably second, third pitch he'll go. First pitch stole second pitch stole third standing up. I'm like, dude, what is this guy? Right? And it's next level speed that, I mean, Billy Hamilton, Juan Pierre, like that kind of speed, that it's game-changing stuff.
It's so much fun to watch. And when he doesn't get on base, you're like, oh, man. Like, you, of course, wanted him and the team to do well, but when he's on the base, you're like, you're missing something out for sure. I know a lot of games at home here early on in the season, but it just seems like, man, balls don't go out of the yards for you guys, and they go out for other teams. Like, just been such a weird dynamic for you guys. Do you feel a little bit of a struggle? Is it something you guys talk about, or is this just like one of those things where it's a long season You just kind of got to deal with it and kind of roll with the punches.
I think it's the second one. It's kind of just deal with it and roll with the punches. I think it's more of a day-to-day kind of thing. It's when you roll up and you see where the flags are blowing, the place can play like a graveyard when the wind blows in a little bit, but if the wind blows out, I go back to Brandon was up against the Yankees and it was blowing out and he hit an 89-mile-an-hour line drive fly ball to right field and Judge caught it on the wall. And if he hits that 91, that ball's 5 rows deep. So like there's some days where a 92-mile-an-hour fly ball is getting out, and then there's some days where 110-mile-an-hour fly ball isn't getting out. And like last night, we all thought Danny clipped Ursig or Estevez and tied the game up. Estevez in the ninth. We all thought he clipped him and got it and put it 10 rows deep and maybe even out of the place. But just the wind wasn't going in our favor, and it just stayed in the park. And we don't try to think about it too much, especially the pitchers. We've all talked about it. It's like, do we try to change things? And everyone's like, no, we don't want to change who we are. You want to stay to your strength. And because when you start trying to change things, you don't necessarily go with your strengths and what you're good at and what got you to this point. And when you do that, you're going to get yourself in poor situations. You're going to get yourself behind in counts because you're trying to do something. And it's just trying to minimize, not allow the free passes. If we give up home runs, make sure they're solo shots. And just keep giving our team a chance to do the same.
What has it been like, man, now that you guys have been there for a while? How have the adjustments been there at Steinbrenner Field? You guys locked in the routine? Does it feel at least semi-normal?
Yeah, I think it feels normal now. We had, 19 to 22 at home to start, and we had that big 13 homestand. So, it does feel like home. The staff did an unbelievable job here, making it feel like a home, all the different artwork, all the different pieces, just making it feel like it's ours, taking away all the New York logos and all that stuff. The underneath with the clubhouse, the gym, the training room, the food room, everything is top notch and as nice as you could ever imagine. And the surface is good. Our grounds crew did an unbelievable job overhauling it after the first series, and it was supposed to be like a 2-week job, and they did it in 3 days when we were in Texas. So they did a great job, and then the fans have been great. They're right on top of you, so you hear everything and you hear how loud it gets. So it's fun. It's a fun little intimate environment, and we're trying to make the most of it.
Meisner and Mangum, I don't know if many people thought that they were going to be as big of a contributor as they have been early on this season. When you see those two guys get the nod and then come up and play as well as they have, like, what does that mean? What does that mean to a group, and how cool is that to be able to see that? Listen, we know baseball's that sport. Everybody's journey is different. This isn't something like football where it's like college to pro. Baseball, man, it's a long, winding road, and sometimes you don't make your big league debut until you're 29. What is it like to be able to see those two guys contribute in the way they have so far?
They've been unbelievable. Mangum's been fantastic. Meisner just absolutely off the chart. Walk-off homer opening day. You can't script it any better than that. They're just taking advantage of the opportunities that are given to them, and the whole next up mentality. And they came in and have just played. And like you said, baseball is an interesting one where your road to the big leagues is never a straight path. There's very few guys that absolutely dominate the minor leagues and then go straight to the big leagues and absolutely dominate for 10 plus years. And you're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your good months. You're going to have your bad weeks. But to see those guys come in and play hard-nosed baseball, taking good pitches, taking good at-bats, playing unbelievable defense. Meisner made that awesome double play to end it one of the nights in San Diego, had a great sliding catch into the wall for me. Mangum, you hate to see him with the groin go down because he was just such a spark plug. He's such a tough at-bat and just was smacking balls all over the place and playing hard-nosed defense and just absolutely unbelievable in the dugout, just cheering on the guys. But for those guys to come in and step up, it's been huge because, it's early and we've got a bunch of guys go down one after one after one, and to see those guys step up and have the impact that they have, we needed it.
One thing I love, and I have this conversation with some of the Lightning players throughout the year, who's the one guy on your roster that knows everything that's going on in the major leagues? They know players, they know teams, they know standings. And then who's the one guy on the team that's just like, not that he doesn't care, but it's just like that kind of thing doesn't matter to them?
I'm going to have to go Mangum probably knows everything because he seems like he's always engaged in everything. So I'm going to go with Mangum knows everything.
Right.
And then who knows absolutely nothing? I'm gonna have to go with a reliever because they're down in the bullpen. They're not
Right,
doing
right.
a lot until the sixth, seventh inning. Who would not know anything? I really want to say Pete, but Pete actually probably knows because he's a
Yeah,
part
he
of the
does.
Players Association, so he has to know everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna
All
go.
right.
Honestly, I'm gonna go Ben. Ben doesn't know anything. Just a
Really?
funny, yeah, nah, just a funny answer. You got to go with a funny answer.
Oh my
Um,
God, that's great. Yeah, those questions, because I remember having this conversation in the Bucks locker room one time. And they're like, that dude doesn't even know who's in his division. I'm like, what? Like, that's just the way it goes sometimes, man. Guys are just
yep.
locked in. That's all they do. What do you got? You got a prediction for the Lightning game tonight?
I think the boys are going to come out firing tonight, and I think it's going to be I'm going to go 4-1 victory for the Bolts tonight.
All right, who's going to score a goal? Give me a goal score because I'm going to put some.
I got Braden Point scoring 1. I got Gensel scoring 2, and Cooch is going to put 1 in that.
Wow, the first line. Have you got a chance to meet Pat Maroon yet?
No, I haven't, but I've heard absolutely unbelievable things about that guy.
So he came
except for when he was on. I was at the Blackhawks Lightning game this year when he was on the Hawks, and he challenged the entire bench, and I was like, dude, this guy played for the Bolts and was doing that to our team. Come on now, won a title with the team, and but everyone I was around, they're like, yeah, he's just an absolute insane human, and I'm like, that makes sense and checks out. I mean, you kind of have to be kind of a psycho to play hockey.
Yo, you're gonna meet this guy. You're gonna love him. He came by today. He's probably gonna be here tonight. He is gonna be here tonight. And he came by wearing like a golf hat and a golf shirt, looking like he just came from the Masters. And he's like slapping people on the shoulder, saying hello, like he's a WWE superstar, like waving, and it blew up on Twitter, bro. I literally put what I just told you on Twitter, and it's got 30,000 likes. Like, it's crazy, man. This guy is just beloved. I can't wait for you to meet him one day. I know you're going on with T-Kraz today.
Yep.
Let's see. I was on with him yesterday. You know T-Kraz played basketball.
I did. I mean, he's so tall, he had to have played basketball.
I mean, there's no excuse. I got into his car accident, so he's not playing as much anymore. So make sure you bust his chops. Tell him that his jump shot is broken when you talk to him later on today.
I can tell him I have a better jump shot than him. I'm from Indiana. I have to have a good jump shot.
Tell him my guy Jay Recher put me up to this, but I heard that your jump shot is broken and mine is better because I'm from Indiana. You can do that for me.
Ryan Pepiot, do that for you.
My man, Tampa Bay Rays right-hander. Hey, man, thank you so much, as always, for your time. You are the best. Keep it up. Stay healthy, and I'll see you out at the field soon enough, my friend. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Take care, man.
You got it, buddy.